Welcome to Old Westbury Fabric. Fabric is a video blog covering campus events from the fashion point of view. Our focus is fashion, music, art, and entertainment, and most importantly, showcasing what the students of Old Westbury have to offer. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. So by now, you're probably guessing what we have to offer. Well, my lovely host, Jacita Jean, has an interview with the creators of ThinkN Laviish. They're a team of t-shirt designers based in Brooklyn. They exhibited their designs and discussed their story from conception to their future goals. Make sure you get yourself a Freaks Only or Adults Only t-shirt for the summer. Trust me, that's going to be a good look. Do stay tuned for the musical interlude. We got a cypher with 360, Nana, and Problems. Alright, let's get it started.
Welcome to another rendition of Old Westbury Fabric. I'm your host, Jacita Jean. So we're back from a wonderful winter break, and Fabric is definitely working hard to produce nothing but the best material to satisfy your everyday needs. So we are here with none other than the CEO and creator of ThinkN Laviish. So how are you guys doing today?
I'm fine, man.
You doing good?
Happy to be here.
A Red Bull, but I'm all right.
You need a Red Bull? You're a man. Just kindly introduce yourselves to the Old Westbury Fabric viewers.
My name is Jay Sean Humphrey, from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, born and raised, visual arts major. Senior year, 4 more classes, and I will be getting my Zach Morris on.
That's what's up. And yourself?
My name is Tamel Ambrose. I'm from the Rug section of Brooklyn. My major is media communications. And something I like to do, I'm a basketball player, I rap, and I'm just stepping my foot into the clothing design thing.
Okay, sounds interesting. You guys are very young entrepreneurs and have a lot of different crafts. That's always a positive thing. So I have a couple of questions for you guys. Nothing too crazy, but what made you come with the name ThinkN Laviish for your company? And what does this company have? Like, is it just clothing? Is it music? Like, what does it have?
We went through the trial and error period, starting July 2nd, when we actually started the company.
Okay.
We started off a triangle offense. It was kind of a hit on the head thing. It was 3 of us, pretty much the best of friends. Ran into a little bump in the road because we saw that 3 Japanese kids had the same similar logo, same name, and we didn't want any confusion between them. So
There was a music group though, but
okay.
We scratched that. So we dug a little deeper. Then we sat around and he was like, Lavish Life, and that was cool. That's cool. Run with that. It's a little more mature. It's a little sexier, obviously, and it's also common.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, another error.
yeah, the way that played a part, I happened to be in the studio recording, and one of my homeboys, my engineer, one of his homeboys called him up. He's like, yo, I see your artist is trying to start a clothing line. And he's like, don't you know that one of my homeboys has the same line and with the same name, spelled the same.
Wow.
That name is from Brooklyn.
Wow.
And I called him up like, yo, I got another bump. So, and ThinkN Laviish just came around like, one night we was just all on the phone for like 3 hours just talking, just throwing random names out. We came out with some weird names. We came out with TTJ. That's all our initials. We're gonna be Tamel, Tyrone, and Jay Sean. Like,
Okay.
That was cool. We'd be like, that's too kiddie. Like, who's gonna buy TTJ? So then we was like, all right, so we're gonna come up with he came up with ThinkN Laviish.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's cool. But you know, like the lavish life is like more like luxury type, you feel me? But our shirts don't sell that. Our shirts sell the opposite, like drawing attention.
Okay.
And weirder ways, like freaks only, adults only, like trying to get a little X-rated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
That's interesting. So what made you come up with the freaks only, adults only slogan? Because at first, when I first seen it, I was like, freaks only, adults only, that's kind of, all right. So I just wanted to know, like, what was behind it or what motivated you to actually name the t-shirts like freaks only, adults only?
And I have to kind of stay edited, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, no
PG.
problem. 13. But nah, you know, we're all grown.
Okay.
We do enjoy the pleasure of the opposite sex, and you know, some of us, not all, we do go that extra length in the bed, couch, car,
Whatever suits
TV,
you.
studio, whatever have you.
Okay, interesting, people. Interesting.
But,
Okay.
can I get my input?
Yes, please.
Like me, if you know me, if people know me, like watching this, they know, yo, that kid right there, Tamel, he always like the center of attention. Everywhere I'm at, I'm loud, I'm too loud. People be like, yo, who is this kid? Like, and like, this shirt is what I call ballsy. Like, you gotta have balls to wear this shirt.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So like, I wore it in certain settings. For instance, I wore it to a club, and there was a lot of like females there.
Which one did you wear? You wore the freaks only, or you wore the adults only at the club?
I wore the adults only, and I wore freaks only one.
Okay.
So like, the attention was like, who does this guy think he is? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who does this guy think he is? Like, does he really live where he speaks? Like, I was like,
Do you hear that, ladies, viewers? Do you hear that?
I'm like, come on, that shirt gotta be, it drew the attention, you feel me? So
Right.
I looked at it as I'm biased, or buy it, but you gotta be a ballsy person to wear it.
I see that.
A lot of females didn't wear it, and I got some guys that won't wear it. Like, they like, yo, my girl wanna prove that, son, I can't wear that. I'm like, yo, come on, so you're a grown man. It's besides that, it's like, the slogan says what your female mate is. Like, it's not, it don't have to be all, that's what you live. So that's why we thought of it. We like drawing attention.
Well, ladies, they have shirts for women. As you can see, I have one right here. My Freaks Only t-shirt, ThinkN Laviish. So, yeah, get up on it early. Do you guys have other merchandise like in the future, like jackets?
Yeah, we leaning to go to that route. Like,
Okay.
we just waiting for like a good, like, probably investor, somebody to pick us up and like try to like lean us towards that route, like jeans. Like, we would love to do like clothing, cause he has a mind for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and my other man my man Tyrone Brown, he's not here right now, but he has a mind for fashion like that. Jeans, belts, hats. Like, we brought that up. Undergarments, like bras, panties, stuff like that. Like, all that.
Interesting. Okay.
We got all that trying to work on.
Freaks Only boy shorts. Widows the bed. That'll be popping. That'll be crazy.
Okay. I see where this is going, but
Woo! Things are getting kind of hot in the interview there. Stay tuned for part 2, but for now, it's time for the cypher.
We got something real special for you. Team up with OWWR. We got 9 over here, 360. And we got problems. Don't want no problems, man. So we gonna get into it, right?
Setting all across the globe, with my mind on the money like I pay for more. Well, you in my veins, so I guess the throne always on time, like I keep up with the metronome. I'm forever king, but getting a young Simba. But my crown shine like it's late now December. Your girl let me browse on my lie against timber. I'm in love and the body shiver. It's 9G who they this they won't be, who they gon' sleep with. Bad Santa, lighting up the trees, selling all the gifts. This bad me, so Pamela Anderson. It's self-made, I'm talking about Larry Ellison Rich. Buku money, get your top slit off with that new coupe money. Cut a smile on your face when ain't this funny. Joker, she laughing at you every time that you try to come over. I always hit a jackpot when I poke her. She want a picture with me cause my swag so sober. Damn that it ain't stuffed up. Pulling bras like I came with a U-Haul truck. If I'm in the building, they go damn, we all off. Cause Chanel jackets got away with eyes. And we can wearing it got away with thighs. I don't even sympathize with a broke, cause I once was what they still is. And it's clear as Vicine that they get cake and a bit of icing. Dividends got my neck looking like an ice rink. I'm the shit, you just stink. She give me jam, she don't blink. Nothing for it, you know how I do it.
Hey. Listen. I'm trying to be fly, licking from 30 floors deep. Cause if I'm in that presidential suite, I won't need the side with a beehive. My career is yet to reach number 23 prime, but I started the game on 24s like T.I. Probably gotta run this back 3 times to fully understand the first 3 lines. More money, more problems, but I'ma be fine. Reclined in that Benz logo, resemble a peace sign, so hate gets left behind when he drive. Take off, dipping it, whip it, arm shimmering. Rocks for my ears, I'ma get them, cause when I see my digits, I don't spend it all. First I'm flipping it. My money maneuver more, hit the jewelry store and pick the first ones glistening. Tell a jeweler hit him with an emerald fresh prince cut, like Young Willin' them. One black, one yellow, like both Aunt Vivians. Rocks looking like water, they must be amphibious. This nigga saying wavy is killing, they can't get with him. I'm like the Ricky Jordan before all the championships. Till I show these against what I could do. To see checks and pop bottles like we in the finals locker room. What good is it a man to gain the world, but lose his soul in the process with no real progress? So with every profit come logic. All that money you living with, none of that you could die with. Got talent the game needs, trying to be a prospect. So now I'm understanding why LeBron chose the league and skipped college. I'm clutch though, fame plus dough means don't trust his words. All of my tracks get hammered, you can't touch those. Just seeing what the bars like. Type of flow to get him sipping aces up the spades if he plays his cards right. By the time I'm 21, blackjack tracks crack hard white. Ballin' guard like and keep it god like. Not dead.
Yeah. And you know, I like this shit. I tell these niggas vegetarian mindset. I think cabbage. This rap-ish, I'm the best at it. Shorty said she want it, I'ma let her have it. But please don't get no stains on my old West fabric. I lick the pain like it's only torture. Fine balance, shades Devil Springs with holy water. No pen in hand, but one hell of an author. Unforgettable swag and incredible aura. Any word I spit, look at my heart felt. See my Nana go through more strokes than Michael Phelps. But I took it like a champ past the title belt. I'ma ride this echo farm out until the tires melt. Like some dick off stairs, and I got to keep my bone deep inside these so fossil. Haters wanna knock me out my lane, they try to. I remain the best in the game, Ryu, yeah. And who you know that can mess with him? I keep it family first, homie, I only mess with Ken. Death before the sauna, words that I abide by. No parachute, hater go skydive. Few to my drive, gotta be the hope. I say halo to the pesos, I'm bye-bye to being broke. OMG, I'm just so sick and tired of being broke. Chickens wanna see me hanging, you success as the rope. Nah, something like.
So that was only a short clip from the cypher. If you want to see the rest of it, please check out the links. It's going to be in the description bar. Or if you can't wait, you can click the link. Where's the link? It's right. Click the link.
What are some of like designers that influence you guys like on a day-to-day basis?
For years, since I was in high school, I shopped at this the Vinny's boutique on Flatbush in Brooklyn. I'm still in love with it to this day. I do still get clowned for shopping there, but I love their clothes. I don't know if everybody know who Dapper Dan is, but I was inspired by him since I was a little kid. He guy from Harlem. You know, he took the Gucci and Louis Vuitton prints and he had the fabric. He made you whatever you wanted. You wanted a Louis Vuitton car cover, he'll make it for you. Celebrities would come to Harlem and he'll make stuff for them. And he blew up Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Glad he didn't get sued for it, but he put them on like a bigger scale. Not to say that they weren't always making hundreds of millions of dollars, but the stuff he was doing, that wasn't a part of anything that they was doing. The sweatsuits and all that other stuff, that was just something different.
Gotcha.
Honestly, and the person that inspired me was this guy right here, make our own stuff. Cause like back in, I say like 05, he had his own clothing line with like 2 other guys. And I was like, yo man, bro, can I get down with y'all? He never take me serious. Like he like, yo man, play basketball, man. This is not what you do. Like other people that inspire me, like nowadays, the things like I like the nudie brand. You know what I mean? I like the way it brings out urban to me. Like these jeans is nudie. Back in the days, I wouldn't wear jeans like this because I would laugh at guys. Like, what's wrong with that? Until I looked in the mirror and was like, oh, this just might be me. What else? 10 Deep. It's a new brand that just came out. 10 Asian dudes. They came together and they made a brand, and it's also urban. Like they got a couple different lanes with their brands. It's not like freaks only or adults only, but I just like the feel of attention that it gets is kind of different. Like, oh, what is that? Patches all over, or 3 different color sweaters, like stuff like that.
What sets your t-shirt apart from the rest? Like, why should people want to buy the Freaks Only, Adults Only t-shirt?
The adults only thing, that, if you remember 42nd Street back in the 70s and 80s, we were not born, but we seen video. Everything says adults only, you know, peep show. That's where I got it from.
Okay.
That particular shirt. That's kind of where we sat around and was like, we was like, adults only. It's unisex, you know, because a girl and a guy, the Freaks Only thing is a little bit more raunchy. But the actual adults only thing, that's where I took it from. My mother was like, you should get even nastier with that. I was like, yo, Ma, you play too much. Yo. What's the joke?
But what I say, like, why are we kind of different? Because the title, the way it reads, like, ThinkN Lavish, like, people probably say, what's so lavish about Freaks Only? Like, why do these guys think that's lavish? And, like, that's our way of thinking lavish, like, just thinking, like, X-rated. Like, that's just the way we put it together. Like, we got some people saying, yo, do this for me, or go down this lane. I honestly want to stay in the X-rated lane, like different, trying to make different designs with just this Freaks Only and Adults Only, stay in the adult lane instead of going other places. But we got other things coming out, like we got like members of the 80s.
Okay.
That's a cool, like we getting good feedback from that. We also had like a popular one with sour only. You know, a lot of dudes smoke a lot of marijuana.
Okay.
That's a popular one. Everybody's like, yo, just drop that. You got a couple dudes that don't want to buy that to that come out. Feel me? But we ain't dropping that yet. You know, you got to sit down and drop the right thing. If you drop the wrong thing, you can just stop everything.
Definitely. How are you going to tackle down the parents that are against the whole idea of Freaks Only, Adults Only t-shirts?
In the inner city, we're not even talking about like Fifth Avenue and Soho and stuff like that, because that's when we shopped it, but we're not from there.
Okay.
Most parents in the inner city, they don't really shy away.
Okay.
They were watching porno and watching late night HBO and stuff like that long before we was even. They know.
This guy's crazy.
Granted, if they're the overprotective parent of the child, maybe they might see, I don't want my daughter date until she's 31 kind of people, or have the son that has to be home by 4:30, can't really do nothing kind of parent. But that era is kind of gone.
Okay.
The parent nowadays is a little bit more lenient on the child. Not letting them do what they want, but you can do stuff, but do it in moderation kind of thing. So I don't think that it'll be too much of a backlash. Honestly, we have parents that, can I get a Freaks Only shirt?
Parents.
Parents, could I get a Freaks Only shirt?
Parents.
That's crazy.
And for the younger guys, it depends what age you're talking about, like what?
High school, or maybe even junior high school too, because people hustle the candy, you know how everybody does it nowadays. Everybody has their little side hustle, so. You're
right. We actually were sitting down thinking about trying to design a members of the 90s shirt.
Okay.
So that's in the works for them, because we thought about them. We was like,
definitely.
They buy a lot of clothes. Fashion, and that right now, in that little age range, these young kids are stepping their fashion up.
Definitely.
They're spending money on some high-level clothes because they see the hip-hop artists doing it and all that. So, we thinking of some designs for them.
So if somebody wants to go out there and purchase these adults-only, freaks-only T-shirts, is your T-shirts in store? Can we get it online? Or where can we purchase these T-shirts?
We do have a website you can go. You can check it out and see what you would like to purchase. But more or less, we kind of handle things direct.
Okay.
For now, because we are away at school. Now we can just run off campus. Somebody in Jersey wants something, we're not going to drive it out to them. We can mail it to you. We actually have a friend that
we made a couple mails.
Like a friend that lives in Virginia. He paid for it. He wired the money to me.
Okay.
And we just mailed it right down. So we got it in 2 days. He called me, I got my shirt. Yeah. I love my shirt.
As big as it sounds, we're honestly in the beginning stages.
Yeah.
We actually sold our first shirt this Christmas Eve.
Okay, so how did you feel selling your first shirt?
So when we showed our first shirt, I looked at him like, yeah, it just might blow. I started thinking, he had me thinking big. Cause before our first batch of shirts, it went out in 2 days.
Wow.
Kid you not, it went in 2 days. We like, wow.
That's exciting, very exciting.
So I'm like, wow, we gotta keep doing this. So
It was kind of slow because that was there that OD storm happened.
yeah, the first day we bought it, the storm happened.
Oh, yes.
It was crazy. But after that, it was off to the races from there. But that storm, we was soaked and we was tight pissed like, damn.
Funny thing, we had people calling us in the storm. Like, we like, nah, man, we ain't bringing no shirts over no storm, man. It ain't that serious. We ain't going out tonight. But yeah, like it was crazy when we sold the first piece of merchandise.
That's cool, that's cool. That's very exciting. I'm actually very happy that you young guys are, you know, doing something positive and actually thinking out of the box and being creative. I really like you personally. I think it's very catchy and I wish you nothing but success in the future. Guys, it's been very exciting. I had a lot of fun conducting this interview. I hope you guys had fun as well.
Cool. I felt like I was on 106. Right.
We making moves. We getting there. We getting there.
Free and AJ.
Free and AJ. Wow. I like that. I like that. But definitely, guys, thank you so much for tuning into. Yes?
Shout out to the homie Kill behind the scenes right now. You know,
Definitely come.
He on it, you know what I mean?
You should definitely come.
He did the background,
real quick.
Doing everything, and you
Real
gotta
quick.
shout the homie out right
Just
now.
real quick.
That was crazy.
This is the guy behind the scenes, Akil, my producer and my best friend and the person that makes my life hell. But thank you. This is all because of you, man. All because of you.
Shout out to my sister too. She'd kill me if I didn't say that.
All right, guys. It was definitely wonderful, like I said again.
I enjoyed it. It was cool.
I'm your host, Jacitha Jean. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and fashion. Mwah.
Thanks for watching this episode of All Westbury Fabric. Please check out our photo shoot with the ThinkN Laviish crew. But be warned, it's for adults and freaks only.